Alright, since we've now finally managed to go into the forms of the rest of the Mario Party mode, aside from free play, which we'll get into at some point throughout the majority in June. So now let's go ahead and focusing on the next thing, which is the bonus games. And believe it or not, for the sake of the forms of today, this will be the double upload. So in this case, we got Badminton Bash, Jewel Drop, in this case the puzzle minigame in this game, Bowser Jr. Challenges, minigame tournament, and lastly, Bowser Challenge, which unfortunately we'll have to save that until for another day during at some point in next weekend or something like that, just because, spoiler alert, our Wii U gamepad has been died recently during the forms of the battery life, because you know how terrible the battery life is for the Wii U gamepad. So either way though, let's go and get started with the first of the bonus games, which is Badminton Bash. And for the sake of the forms of the first match, we'll go ahead and select, let's just say we'll go for Rosalina in terms of the forms of player 1, and we'll just go ahead and, I have no idea why I just managed to able to just noticing this already, but either way though, we'll able to leave it up to that. And as we said this before, this will be the double upload for not just for only for today, but also for the same thing for next Saturday, because until when it gets to the point until likely next week on Sunday or something, then we probably should able to go back onto just one upload per day. So if Fernando's want to classify for something out there, just because most of these events, even for bonus games as you can tell, that most of those bonus games are actually super short. So, and while we're at it, we need to change the difficulty to hard, so that way we can face off against with Daisy to start with. So try to score with smashes with 2 button and drop shots with 1. So even though this minigame does make a return in Mario Party the Top 100, but the noticeable difference is between this and the Top 100 version is that obviously the graphical overhaul is actually a lot better than the 3DS version, which is specifically the Top 100 version. And second of all is the fact that I kind of prefer music there than the ones and how it does in the Top 100 version, because I don't know, something about the Top 100 version's music version of Badminton Bash doesn't seem to settle well for me. But that's probably just me anyway. So yeah, basically the entire the objective in this minigame is the fact that you need to reach into, well, if you remember following through our Let's Play of Mario Party the Top 100, that the entire goal for this minigame is that you need to reach for about, I would say, 7 points in order to able to win. In this version of Badminton Bash, you have to reach for about 21 points, which does tend to a little bit more drag on, but at least the length is actually a little bit more lengthy than the ones in the Top 100 version. So of course you can able to play this as in either singles or doubles versions, so even then though, but I'll have to admit though right away is the fact that we're not exactly great at this minigame, because it's quite a number of things. For one, sometimes though the directional pad on the Wii remote can sometimes get a little bit out of hand in terms of likely for character movements and stuff sometimes. And second of all is the fact that I swear to God, these computer players are super good at this minigame sometimes, because they always know that the actual rules of badminton. Obviously we already know what badminton is. It's the fact that we have to keep an eyes open for, the shuttlecock and stuff like that. And then as soon as the shuttlecock hits the ground, then one of the players will get a point. However, if the shuttlecock went onto that out of the line court, as you saw for about a few moments notice, sometimes they get outs. So in this case, oh, that was really close. Now I think this is going to be one of those cases about the fact that this is the minigame, we're not overly good at it. So even then, I apologize for that lack of skills. Yeah, as you see that right there, where the computer player doesn't seem to hit the shuttlecock. So in this case, we got an out. So yay, that's an out. So yeah, as a result of that kind of stuff though, is the fact that that's as far as we can say in terms of Badminton Bash as a result. Even though it kind of reminds me of some other sporty mini-games like Beach Volley from both Mario Party 4 and 5, except rather than dealing with, just the actual beach volleyball, instead we have to utilize the badminton net or even in this case, the actual rackets, and especially noticeable with the shuttlecock itself. Even though that was after when Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games was a thing, and especially noticeable that was before when Badminton will make its return in the Mario series in terms of, well, you know, Tokyo 2020 Olympics. We should pay attention to that because that was definitely an out. But nope, that doesn't seem like it. Even thanks to Sonic's distraction, but either way, we'll just try our best if we could, able to win this for sure. But even then though, we remember back in the day, despite that the actual uploading schedule was no longer existent, that for whatever reason, we just somehow off by 1 point by able to claim our victory. But either way though, that happened back in the day. But I kinda wish there was a way you can able to only utilize the Wii U gamepad for a singles play. But sadly that's not the case though. At least thankfully on the 3DS they can able to just, well, use the circle pads to able to move your character at any points worth noting for. However though, there's one thing I should probably point things out right away, is that my reactions for some reason, whenever we try to do with you know, trying to see what's going on in the actual shuttlecock, our movement is not fast enough, sadly, because as a result, yeah, that's as far as I can able to noticing this already, so, really? Yeah, you see that right there? Sometimes we weren't fast enough when it comes to movements like this, and especially noticeable we just keep on messing things up in any forms of some scenarios, like, you know, accidentally just hit the shuttlecock and just lead it to the net. So, yeah, that can be rather amusing sometimes, but either way though, let's just go ahead and, oh jeez. Even though Piglet, he's the only one who's going to be focusing on this from now on, and somehow Piglet goes out again. Oh, okay. Whew. At least we got 15 points, but I don't think we can able to catch up, because most of the time, our skillfulness when it comes to this minigame itself is not that great, so, alright, come on. At least Daisy managed to screw it up with that little bit of points worth noting for here. Oh, dang it. So when it gets to the 20 points mark, depending on what players they're in, then otherwise, yeah, they'll just get a match point. And speaking of such, I lost by an out, so yeah, I'm not very great at that, so I do apologize for that point, folks. I do apologize. But anyway, now let's go ahead and move on to, let's just have a rematch of this minigame, except now we're going to be dealing with the doubles. So face off in singles or doubles badminton. So I forgot to mention about that specific matter. And let's go ahead and use Peach and the teammates for that part. Let's go for, you know what, let's go for Daisy. And as far as computer player choices are concerned, we'll definitely go for, well, Donkey Kong and, well, let's just put Yoshi and Donkey Kong as animal team. And the other team we're going to be playing through is, of course, Team Princesses, which there are Princess Peach and Princess Daisy, and then, you know, we're about to be versing against with, you know, Team Animals and stuff, like Yoshi's a dinosaur, and especially noticeable with Donkey Kong, he was a, well, an ape, so that's how it goes basically, or even a Kong for that matter. So far so good, despite with all these, you know, you need to be super fast and everything, and plus, since we've all set these computer players on hard still, so I would imagine that there won't be any difference between lacking skills for that department, and speaking of such, there's another out, so. But at least we get ourselves a good chance to able to see that little thing right here, and they just somehow didn't go through the net for just trying to go overhead and stuff. So yeah, kudos to that, I suppose. Oh jeez. Don't get out. Okay. You can also just try to utilize the sliding maneuvering too if you really want to catch, you know, the actual shuttlecock from there. So, but I wasn't able to actually just to mention about that because, oh wow. So there's not much else we can say, sadly, apart from the fact that, well, obviously today's days, of course, it's the 7th of June today, in this case in 2020. So then again, as we said this before, this will be the double upload for today, which also same applies to next Saturday as well. Just because we'll point it out whenever we get on to the next few extra games, or bonus games for that matter, until likely next weekend or something. So even then though, I think the 5th and final one will be more relative until on that day, just because, well, we'll get some more onto that until whenever we get into that. And same applies to the forms of, well, to be more specifically, when it gets to the point until, I would say on the 20th of June, all the way up to the 21st of June. So we could expect we can able to, you know, go back into just only one video upload. So I suppose maybe that, you know, with the top 100 version of Badminton Bash, is the fact that normally in the minigame island mode, that you always have to stuck with just the singles badminton. Whilst in the forms of, well, I don't suppose there's actually a possibility you can able to actually play Badminton Bash in doubles match, which, if I was assuming that correctly, but then again, it has been quite a long time since we actually played Mario Party in the top 100, which, kind of thinking about it though, because it has a little content, and plus, it does have its hard mode in, you know, minigame island, but I don't think there's any special unlockable if you manage to go for that. Yeah, which I was assuming so anyway, aside from, you know, getting some more mini-stars in, to try to unlock those other extra mini-games aside of things, so... Oh, what? That doesn't count as an out? Really? Oh jeez, we're doing so bad right now. Yeah, especially it doesn't help about the fact that sometimes our movement reactions is not fast enough. Which, I have to say, I'm just suck at this game. Anyway, yeah, for more accurately, you get only 3 unlockables or special unlockables in the minigame island, which there are. Obviously, it's pretty obvious. It's Block Star from Mario Party 6, and Stick and Spin from Mario Party 7, and finally, Master Calm difficulty unlockable. So, speaking of which, Sonic, have we still managed to unlock the Master difficulty in, you know, in Super Mario Party or something? I suppose so, but even then, we haven't really double-checked on it, in that game that much, just because, well, it has been, you know, almost the entire whole year since we've last touched upon the game, since, you know, me and Pinkie Pie did manage to tackle for that game as a Let's Play channel, you know? Yeah, I was assuming for this matter though, so yeah, it looks like both Yoshi and Donkey Kong are almost pretty close towards at the actual 21 points mark somehow. But I would surely to tell you is that I'm pretty guaranteed that we're probably not going to win this no matter what, so yeah, that definitely seems it's not possible, sadly, so oh well, no big deal. Anyway, so let's go ahead and okay. But nothing matters anyway, because I don't think we could able to catch up or anything like that, especially that we keep on sliding all over the place, even for just keep on diving and stuff. Oh, okay, that worked. So usually it does count for going in. Okay, come on. Come on. I just slide like an idiot. Okay, come on. Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright. That's assuming that's out, so good thing we just keep an eye on that. Daisy, what are you doing? Don't slide. Jeez. Even though I put you on hard mode, but now look at you. You're ready to be positioned to be more accurately a pathetic computer players would apply for. Oh, great. Looks like we're actually doing pretty terrible, though. Gotta think about it. Okay. Alright. Daisy, just get out of my way. Okay. No. No. No, 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 no. 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 Oh, jeez. Come on. Hopefully we can catch up somehow, but either way, no! Dang it. I will guarantee we might lose this. Alright, come on. Ah, we're screwed. We are seriously screwed. By 10 points. 10 whole points. Nah, whatever. Well, at least we showcase off that minigame either way, but still, we pretty suck at this minigame, so on to the next one.